What's up guys, I'm here in Surfers today, Surfers Paradise on the Gold Coast, and I'm going to show you guys where to go to get a really good cup of coffee if you ever come and visit. I'm going to start off by showing you somewhere that you should never go when you're in Australia because the coffee everywhere else is so much better. Let's get into it. Alright, so there you have it, Stairwell Coffee in Surfers Paradise. That's one of the really good spots to go to for coffee if you're ever visiting Surfers. Another really good place is Paradox, but just like for everyone from overseas, really guys, when you come and visit Australia, the last place that you go for a coffee is Starbucks. Like, it's just rubbish. And I can't believe like the amount of like influencers and YouTube stars I see who are always clutching a Starbucks and raving about Starbucks. I think maybe I need to move over to the States and show these guys some good coffee. But yeah, Starbucks, no good. Alright guys, coffee's done. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to Main Beach, which is a kilometre or two down the road, and I'm going to go for a soft sand walk on the beach and a 10-minute skate. So I'll take you guys for both of them. And then I thought, just before I head down there, I might wander down and find a quiet little spot on the surface and just give you a little bit of a rundown of what this place is all about. Unfortunately, at the moment, as you can see behind me, it's just like shop front after shop front after shop front that's for lease and empty. Probably happening all around the world, but this is a tourism mecca. This part of the world survives, almost solely on the tourism dollar. So yeah, people here are really struggling at the moment. So let's see if I can go find a nice quiet spot and give you a quick rundown on Surfers and what I think about Surfers Paradise. Alright guys, I'm down here at the river end of Cavill Avenue in Surfers Paradise. That's the Nerang River behind me, part of the big canal system that runs through Surfers and a lot of the north end of the Gold Coast. So I thought I'd just give you guys a quick little synopsis of what Surfers Paradise is all about. Now, despite the name Surfers Paradise, it's actually not the best spot to find surf here on the Gold Coast. The majority of the really good surf breaks are down on the southern end of the coast, which is down that way. Places like Coolangatta, which has got surf breaks like Snapper Rocks, Duranbar, Kirra, like actual world famous quality breaks. Then you've got down that end as well, you've got places like Burleigh, Miami. The surf's quite good at all of those places, but not so good here in Surfers Paradise, which is where all of the high rises and accommodation and stuff is, as you can see. So that's one way, and then it stretches all the way down into Broad Beach behind me, which is similar size to Surfers. Lots of tourism, and at the moment, yeah, it's really struggling because the borders are pretty much all closed unless you're from the extremely northern tip of New South Wales. You can't get into Queensland at the moment unless you're prepared to do 2 weeks quarantine in a hotel. So yeah, things are kind of struggling here at the moment, and I mean, really they've been struggling for a while. So I've lived here almost all my life, and I remember about 25 years ago, Surfers was full of places that had like real character. There was record stores, like there was Inferior Records, which had a lot of punk, hardcore, metal records. There was a metal record store called Metal Invasion as well. There were like cool skateboard stores. My friend Mark owned a really successful skateboard shop here for about 20 years called Darkside Skateboards. So yeah, and there were like a lot more independent cafes and restaurants and stuff than what there are now. It's become very commercial. And I just think, you know, over the last 20 years, the council here on the coast have really dropped the ball. I think I mean, as you can see, the scenery behind me, like this is the riverside, the beach side's stunning as well. I think they've really dropped the ball. They had a good opportunity to turn this place into like a real world-class destination. Like if they'd, I don't know, done something, make it a little bit more classy, could have turned it into like Santa Monica over in the States, but instead the analogy that I use for it is it's more like, if you've been to Los Angeles, it's more like taking Hollywood Boulevard, that area, picking it up and putting it beside a really nice beach. You know, it's quite grotty, lots of homeless, lots of you know, addiction. There's lots of crackies everywhere. It's changed a lot. I mean, there was always, you know, seedy, shady parts of Surfers back in the day. Still is. But I think, you know, they really dropped the ball. Could have done something really cool with this place. And I don't know what it's going to take to bring something like that back. A couple of adventurous entrepreneurs willing to take, you know, a shot on a couple of things. I mean, for example, I lived on the street just behind me here, behind those houses. I lived on that street. Actually, my apartment block was just there. And my friend lives a couple of streets over, and one afternoon, it was a Sunday, we thought, let's go into Surfers and find somewhere to have a nice cocktail. And we wandered around for like an hour, went to all of the different hotels, like the Hilton was closed, the bar was closed on a Sunday afternoon. The cocktail list wasn't that great. And yeah, it was just like really disheartening to be in a place like this with that much tourism activity here, and we couldn't find somewhere to go and get a nice cocktail, like, you know, something decent. And I just think it's going to take a couple of people to take a chance and open a couple of really nice, but you know, I'm not talking like high-end, you know, like fine dining and stuff like that. I mean, just like really cool places with good quality food, good vibe, and good quality drinks. And I think that those kind of things will start to get this place humming again. More independent boutique kind of shops. So that's going to take the council and the landowners to drop the rent a little bit, because it's crazy. And you would have seen from the little bit of footage that I just did before that yeah, lots and lots and lots of places for lease. I mean, behind me, this place here used to be called Cocoon and Howl at the Moon over there. Two really nice venues right on the river, and they've been empty for years now. And this is like perfect location for an awesome venue. So yeah, that's a quick little rundown on Surfers. It's still a really beautiful place. I just hope that the council or someone does something to make it much nicer than what it is at the moment. All right, time to go grab the skateboard, head to Main Beach, and I'll see you guys on the beach. All right, so I decided not to go for a skate at Main Beach because it was the middle of the day and I had spent quite enough time in the sun recording the earlier parts of this video. So if you didn't know, the sun in Australia is super bright. We're very close to the hole in the ozone layer. And like within 15-20 minutes you can get really badly burnt. I didn't have any sun cream on, so I decided to come home, rest up, and I'm going to go down to Paradise Point for a skate now. And it's about 4:15, so the sun will be getting nice and low. Should be some good lighting, and I'll see you guys over there. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. Just gone for a little skate, about 15 minutes, and I can feel my plantar fasciitis starting to flare up again in my left foot, so I'm walking back to the car with the skateboard. Yeah, it's just a real random video today, but if you guys are watching this for the first time, like one of my videos for the first time, at the moment I'm trying to use skateboarding to get in shape. I'm like essentially learning from scratch again, so go back and check out some of the other videos. That's going to be it for today. That's 2 videos in 1 week. I'm stoked on that. If you guys have liked this video, I really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. Join me as I hopefully in the next couple of weeks I'm able to do my first ollie in about 5 years, and the weightlifting progression as well. And next week I start doing my series on beginner meditation and yoga. So yeah, I'm out of breath. I'm gonna walk back to the car, enjoy the sunset, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.